Hey, what's up guys? Castle Lord here, bringing you a Empire Total War online battle. This is a replay, so I'm not actually fighting this. I've already fought it. I do not know my opponent's name because I actually saved this replay about, I don't know, 7 months ago, and I forgot that I had it. And when I saw that I had it, I thought I might as well upload this one, and that way I can play some more online battles and then upload them. But I thought I might as well get this one done first. I'm the Russians in this game, as you can see. My army, I have, I believe, 3 guards. They're here. They wear the awesome outfits. They look very elite, and that's because they are. I have also got 2 units of light dragoons and a unit of general's bodyguard. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of line infantry, 4 units of these riflemen, and 1 unit of grenadiers, which I'm hoping I can use their grenades if they serve me well. This is obviously a late period battle, and let's see what my opponent Prussians have. Prussians are pretty much modern day Germans, and back in this time the Prussians were some of the most elite soldiers. So hopefully my Russians are disciplined to fight these elite Germans, because if they're not, my men are probably gonna get scared and die. But let's see what he has. He has, I believe, 6 units of light dragoons. So he's got a gigantic cavalry force. Not only that, he also has a general bodyguard. Then he's got 7 units of line infantry. So he's got the same amount as me. But then he has a lot of riflemen. Oh no, Jaegers. Prussian Jaegers. And these guys are, once again, also pretty elite. And he's got them on both flanks. Now he is moving up pretty much all of his cavalry force. He's left 1 unit to move on to the left flank. And he's moving his entire cavalry force to his right flank. And at this time I felt quite under pressure because he wasn't advancing like with his line infantry. He was not advancing with them, which I found kind of not disappointing, but I thought it would be better if we met in the middle, because I brought an attacking army because I've got no mortars, which as you see I normally bring, and I kind of wanted to have a good battle, so I didn't bring them. If you have mortars, it's still a good battle, but because they're quite overpowered, you do see how you don't have as good of a battle if you bring them. So he's moving a gigantic cavalry force right behind me, and I was keeping a very close eye on this cavalry force, and that's why I kept my guards back here along with my grenadiers, because I felt threatened. And I didn't want my general to die because I thought I might need him for this battle, so instead of leaving him back here where he can get killed by all these dragoons which are coming in, I'm moving him up with my line infantry. Let's look at these guys roll in. Look at them, there's heaps of them. And my dragoons, you'll see here, look at this. Ooh. Look at that. They're annihilated. It's the entire squad. So that unit died really quickly. This one, luckily the enemy dragoons they've already shot, so I got them before they could reload and shoot my next squad. But that doesn't really matter because they're gonna lose this anyway because they're just outnumbered too much, and it will be impossible to win this with just cavalry. So I'm moving up my guards to oppose them. And I'm hoping that these guys can bring the Russian spirit and the Russian bayonet and destroy these Prussian dragoons. As you can see, I'm trying to rout one of his units, and I've succeeded. That's just one of his dragoons. I've still got 4 others to deal with, let alone another one that's on his flank. We're missing out on the skirmish battle. I'm losing this skirmish battle quite badly. I just didn't know why. His Jaegers have better range than mine, and they look more packed than my men. But yet when I was shooting at them, they were causing least casualties, and they were causing more. Another Prussian Jaeger here was shooting one of my line infantry units, and I don't appreciate that. Not in Russia. So I'm going to shoot this unit up. But before I can, he runs back to his lines, defended by his line infantry. Now I made a mistake here. I had my men in like 4 columns, and I should have put them in 2. That way they can shoot more, and that is just probably the best way to put your line infantry. And because he has his in 3 columns, he can spread out his men more, which means he can overlap my force. And you'll see with this unit, they just get shot up a lot because of the overlapping. I mean, that's just 1 or 2 volleys, and like half of the units have already died. So I don't have much faith in this unit. As you can see, they're already breaking. So my men obviously didn't bring the Russian spirit with them. Oh, he's also brought 1 unit of militia, which I forgot to point out. So yeah, my men are not ready for this type of fight. So at this point I started losing faith in this fight. I thought I was going to lose this. So I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do to win this? And I remembered that I've got my guards and my grenadiers. I left 2 back here because there was still a lot of cavalry, and I don't want them like hitting me in the back, especially with my skirmishers. Because even though I might lose this skirmisher fight, I can still like hold them off from attacking my line infantry. And if my line infantry do well, then I can give them the opportunity to oppose his line infantry. So I obviously know that I'm not going to win in a shooting battle, seeing how much he's overlapping me. So I was trying to give him the Russian bayonet, but my men are retreating. My men are being shot before they can even get to their lines, but these 2 units will give him the bayonet Russian style. And I've got some line infantry over here that is actually having some success. So this is when I thought I can actually, if I just reform my men, then I can actually have a good chance at winning. Because as you can see, my lines are spread out more, I can shoot more. And now, look at that volley. That just killed so many Russians. And this is when he just started to flood these 2 units, but I'm sending in a line infantry to support them. They may die, but as long as I hold them off enough for my guards to get here. Every time I was moving my guards up, this was a very smart move from him. Every time I was moving these 2 units of guards up, they would run after me, these units of cavalry. So I'd have to form into a square, and then I'd have to form out of the square and then move up and then do it again. I had to do these several times. I had to do it several times before I even got anywhere. So that was quite good of him to do that. It kept my elite units busy. But seeing about the casualties, I don't know if it will matter anymore. If I had my guards right here already, then I could stand a chance, but because they're still so far away. I should probably also use my general to like maybe just attack the skirmishers, because clearly my general's inspiration is not doing too well. At this point I'm trying to use my grenadier grenades. Check this out. This looks awesome. A bit short of their target, but it took out a few and it broke their morale. So they're getting scared and they're going to retreat. But at the same time, a few units, my entire center of line infantry is breaking right now. And this is when I realised that I do need my guards. Without my guards at this point, I can't win. So I am walking them up. But except Because I knew I